My name is Matt Primovic, and I am the station manager for KJHK. I've been the station manager since last May. It was a learning experience to be on exec staff for the first time. I wasn't particularly organized at that time, and my time management was fairly worthless. As my email communication skills were not great either. I had to learn how to communicate with the staff of DJs in a way that was like supervisor to staff as opposed to peer-to-peer, but also still, not ruin friendships outside of staff. Figuring out how to differentiate between personal relationships and professional relationships when both of them are involving people who are the exact same age as me or older than me. I spend a lot of my time when I'm at KJHK communicating with promoters. I basically am the person who communicates with people who want to know something about the station that isn't super specific. I also spend a lot of time in meetings with the other members of the exec staff. A lot of my job just kind of involves making sure that everything is running smoothly at all levels. Sometimes I'm running around picking up posters or t-shirts or something that we need to get picked up. I had the fortune of becoming an exec staff member when I was a sophomore. There's really nothing like the atmosphere of a college radio station, especially KJHK. The people here care, which is amazing, but we also enjoy spending time together. We like being here in the station. We all have similar passions as it pertains to music or the multimedia aspect or any of that. I think one of my favorite experiences at KJHK was this past semester. I had the opportunity to travel to Seattle for the College Broadcaster Incorporated. I got to accept a couple awards on KJHK's behalf while I was there, and then I got to meet up with people who work at different college radio stations across the country and kind of figure out what they do. It gave me ideas for what I could do to improve the station. One of the biggest things that KJHK does for the community is provide an outlet for local musicians, really a platform for local musicians who may not otherwise have a good way of getting out there. And that's been a huge focus this past year. We go out of our way to help local musicians by getting them on air. And one way we did that was by adding 5 more local music specific shows to our program schedule this year than we've had really ever in the past. A local musician who was second in Farmers Ball 2 years ago got signed to Domino Records not long after that. I'm not saying it's because of Farmers Ball, but we tried to help her out when she was starting to get music on air, and we played her music all the time, and we still do. In the future, KJHK is going to continue to have more of a multimedia presence. Obviously when it started it was just an FM station, but I think what you see with a lot of college radio stations now, or really any media outlets, is a move towards more digital forms of distribution. So we're already moving in that direction with Live at KJHK, which has been hugely successful for the station. As KJHK moves forward, there's going to be a lot of growth and expansion in our website. Live at KJHK will continue to improve. The thing about KJHK is that it's a radio station, but I think it'll continue to expand into more multimedia areas. The most valuable things I've learned at KJHK are really through my 4 years on exec staff. I learned how to be organized and manage my time well so that I can balance all the things that I have going on. I learned how to communicate in a professional environment. Really, I think those things are going to help me in any workplace. I got to learn all that in a really fun atmosphere. Get as involved as you can now. A lot of the people that I graduated with last year who are gone now talk to me all the time about how much they miss it. So I guess I would just say don't take it for granted. I know that I will miss it so much when I leave.